you invited the whole band to Tangier.
Yeah,
was it already in the mindset of
not really, but
on...
just like I said, we were like we stayed connected one way or another. But I really had like my life there, so that was kind of weird also, just because, as you know, everybody was like, okay, well, what should we do? And you know, and I said, well, why don't you come like for a week or so, and you know, just to keep to stay connected, and you know, just to also, Tangier is such a beautiful place and it's very inspiring.
Nice.
And it's, well, why don't you come, you know, for a week? And and then when I realized that you guys didn't want to leave, so I said, well, maybe we should like think about this whole music thing again. And we started to play really naturally with everybody and with the whole band, and it felt right. It felt real. It felt, you know, what this band should be about. And you guys stayed for 6 months. So probably you wanted to avoid like Canadian winter.
Maybe a little bit of this.
Yeah.
But no, we just seriously...
Until you discover what winter is in Tangier.
Yeah.
So then everybody wanted to leave. You didn't survive the winter.
Yeah, like us, like we're Canadians. We know what winter is about.
But then we had to talk also, and I think that's when this whole, because I had a lot of ideas and a lot of pieces of poetries and everything, and I was sharing with Ben about this, and Ben and I kept working together on different projects. We were writing music for movies, and so music was still there, but I was just like tired of that whole rock and roll lifestyle bullshit. And at that point, and so I was like sharing with Ben, okay, well, maybe, you know, do you want to do something about it? You should do. You have like, I had like some sorts of little ideas here and there musically, and he said, we should do that. And I think because we reconnected, it was easier for me to envision going back in that music thing, because I was very happy to write music and to, you know, to do that with Ben, because then you don't have to expose yourself. You're it's no longer about yourself in this like this, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
but I always remember when we had a live gala for the Secret Family Cult Club, and you and Ben called us, and you were super excited about sharing about the projects. But I honestly, because for real, when I mentioned in the first place, I heard the final record in Tokyo, and I couldn't imagine something musically. Lyrically, I kind of, but the depth that you went through and all the music, the journey, it's such, you know, you don't need to have distorted guitars and very rock and roll songs to be that heavy, because this journey is really like raw. Yeah, but I think that the just like, and I kept mentioning Ben and I, because we really as a team really work on that record, and Ben was like the driving force behind it all, supporting and just really like, you need to do it, and after every sessions, so you will release this, right? So just like reminding me of the inevitable, you know, just like, you know, that this will go down on your permanent record, right? And so yeah, but I didn't feel like I had to be miserable to express some of those emotions. And also I think that even if it's still very, you know, still vivid, and it's very like, I'm still very emotional about the record. I was like listening to it again, and I'm just like, wow, I'm still discovering things. You know, it's not like, I'm not like, whoa, that's amazing. I'm just like, you know, what it still moves you. Yeah, because there's a lot of images, there's a lot of layers, there's a lot of symbolic as well. But all those emotions were already embodied. They were already, I already let go of a lot of those things when we did the record. And so, which led me to, I think, to enjoy the process, because I never really enjoyed any of it before, you know, going in studio. And so it's a cold environment in the studio. When you're live, there's like that contact with people. There's, you know, you can touch people, you can, you know, like only like a little connection for a very brief moment, and it will carry, you know, the whole concert will be like uplifted from that connection, human connection. But in the studio, it's very cold. There's always a distance with you and the machine, even though you're crafting your songs. But for that record, it was really completely different. It was a complete new approach, and I think it was closer to what I wanted to do, more live, spontaneous, instinctive. It wasn't really about, oh, should I say that, or where's the hook, where's the chorus? Okay, well, you know, is it like on what's the beat, what's, you know, the tempo, and okay, well, there's the breakdown. And so I didn't think
it was less thought of, it was more about,
yeah, it was really about the emotions,
just that,
yeah, and about the sensations, about, you know, just like losing yourself in the music. And that's the thing, when I was talking with one of my friends last night, and he told me, like, nobody knew what to expect.
Definitely.
Obviously, which is something good when you're an artist.
Yeah.
To know, well, you know, when you're always expecting the same record, it's, you know, then it becomes a gimmick,
sure.
you know, but in my opinion. But he said, at first, he told me, he said, at first I was like kind of scared, because what it's all about, you know, what is that? And he said, and then after that, I was trying to, you know, I was very nervous, and then at one point I just like let go, and then I was able to embrace the record, and just to really to feel comfortable with it, because it's so personal, but at the same time, there's like themes that are very universal in a way.
Sure.
But still to listen to it with the music, the tone, so all the different elements, all the little sounds here and there. So that's that, you know, it's yeah. When you're, I said, well, for everybody that expected like a folk record, I'm sorry.